guys, it is me, Stace. Welcome back to another Whatever Wednesday video. For today's video, we are making a double duty gift in the sense that we are making a gift that has a card attached to it. We are making a tea light holder card. There's our tea light candles, and then we have the card there. Now the one I'm making today, I will be using a scoring board, but I did make a file for this in Design Space, and that one looks like this one here. And when you cut it out in Design Space, it'll have the scoring marks already in there and the window cut out. But I do want to mention, in Design Space, it's really hard to work in the 1/8 inch increments. So this one's not perfect. You can see where my tea light candles go. It's a little bit wider, but either way, you can use it in Design Space or a scoring board. All right, so the first thing you will need is a piece of cardstock. This is 4.5 by 11.5. I'm going to bring in my scoring board, and I'm just using the Stampin' Up! Simply Scored. Any scoring board you have will work. If you don't have a scoring board, you can use a ruler and the edge of your Cricut spatula or a stylus. You can even use your paper trimmer. You know, just use a little groove right there, and you can use that for a scoring place as well. All right, so it's in our scoring board, and we're at the 11.5 inch side. I'm going to grab my notes, and we're going to score this at 3 1/8 first. So 3 1/8, then an 8 1/8, 8 3/4, 10 3/8, and then 11. Okay, so again, we have the 11.5 inch side, 3 1/8, 8 1/8, 8 3/4, 10 3/8, and 11 inches. All right, we can set that aside. Let's grab our bone folder and fold all these down nicely. Okay. All right, now what we want to do, we have it like this. We have all of our scoring marks over here, and we have this area here. That's going to be for our window. I'm going to bring in a piece of cardboard. I'm going to grab my art glitter glue, and you want to also cut a piece of cardstock that is 7/8 inch wide by 3 3/4, and we're going to use that to cut our window. I'm going to grab some art glitter glue. I get this from May Made It, and we're going to lay this down in the center of this part here, and just kind of eyeball it to where it's pretty much in the center. Even though this glue is permanent, we're okay because we'll be cutting this piece out. I'm going to grab a ruler. I'm going to put the pin back on my glue real quick. All right, I'm going to grab a ruler and a utility knife. You can use an X-Acto knife or a utility knife like this one. I'm going to line it up and then just go ahead and cut. So I'm cutting on the edge of that paper here. I'm going to do like a double cut. Okay, I'm going to go on this side and do the same thing. And if I'm not perfect, I'm okay with it. Just kind of get it close. Okay, you can see there I kind of cut it off. That's fine. And let's do the bottom of it. So it is easier using the Cricut to cut the window out because you don't need to do this part. You can probably also use your paper trimmer for this part here, but I want to kind of keep it pretty simple. All right, let's grab this end, and again, I'm going to kind of do it twice to make sure I'm going through. Okay, let's see how we did. All right, so I can take this piece off. We're done with that, and you can see if it tears it, it's okay because we're going to be eliminating this piece of cardstock anyway. All right, for the most part, looks like I got it. I'm going to come in here with my scissors real quick. Just kind of grab up top where it didn't connect. Okay, we got that one done. I'm going to grab this one right here, and then the one up top. I'm just going to kind of tear it toward the wrong side. Okay, so we have that now. All right, go ahead and close this up. Now you want to cover this up. Now you could use like a vellum that I have here. This is Stampin' Up! White vellum. You can use part of a baggie, which is what I used here, and also here. I do recommend a stronger material So I think today's video, I'm going to see if I like this. I do want to be able to see the candles go through it. So I'm going to put this on top here. Yeah, and I'm able to see the candles in there. So I'm going to use this just because it's a little bit stiffer. All right, so flip that over. We're on the wrong side of it. And we're going to put some glue all the way around our cutout. Now if you want to, you could stamp this cardstock and make your own background paper. You could, lots of things you can do with it really. And this piece here, this window sheeting measures 1 1/4 by 4 1/2. I probably could have went a little bit bigger, as you can see there, but we're good. Okay, so this is 1 1/4 by 4 1/2, and that's going to create the part there. All right, now I'm going to take my corners. I'm going to be using a We Are Memory Keepers corner chomper. This has a scallop and a cloud, and I'm going to use the scalloped end on this end, which is the front of our card, like that, okay? Now you want to glue this down. So you're going to take this little flap, the first flap you have. I'm going to put some glue on it. And again, I'm using the art glitter glue. You could use a sticky strip or a scoring tape. Okay, we're going to take this, okay, and then fold it over like that. Okay, and I'm going to kind of flip it over. So we folded it over like that. I'm going to rub this end, make sure that glue sticks. Then at this point you should be able to pop that piece up. Okay, just like that. Now we have our holder. Now we're going to jazz this part up. So for this part I have a piece of white cardstock and 2 pieces of pattern paper. These all measure 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to stack all these 3 together. Take that same punch.
Honey.
Oops, sorry, honey's calling me. Okay, and just punch the 2 ends. Okay, like the right and left. Actually, I messed up on that one because you want to, I'm using a directional paper. I need to cut this one again. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so this measures 4 1/4. Okay, by 2 3/4. All right, so I have one here for the front. So if I put this one over here, my leaves will be upside down. So I need to kind of keep that in mind. So I need to do it on this side. So if you are using a directional paper, you want to keep that in mind, okay? All right, so we have this piece. Go ahead and put glue on it. And we're going to lay this. I'm going to flip it over because I got glue on the front of that. And lay this down here. And this paper is, I don't even know what paper this is. And the cardstock is actually the Cricut brand of cardstock. All right, let's take this one. But how cute is this, right? And pretty simple to make. And like I said, there is the cut file for you guys. And I might go in there and play around a little bit with it. But as of right now, today, it is good to go. But like I said, it's just not as nice as making it this way. All right, we're going to plop this one down so we have a spot for our greeting. I think just a super cute little gift for anybody, a coworker, you know. All right, so we have that. Now, I want to make my tag. For that, I have a piece of white cardstock, just a scrap as you can see. And I'm using May stamp from, it's MayMayMadeIt.com, Made with Love. And I'm using this sentiment here. I love this one because you're able to kind of mix and match and make it really say what you want. I'm doing a gift just for you. And I already kind of have it on my block. I'm going to grab some black ink that up, and just going to stamp it down. And I'm using the tag punch from Stampin' Up. I'm not sure if this is retired or not, so I do apologize for that. And I'm going to, you can stamp it to where you're straight or crooked. I like going crooked. Okay, I'm going to just cut a little bit of that off. And just get this in here so I can kind of cut it wonky, as you see there. All right, so we have that. I have another piece of that blue cardstock, the same we used here. I'm going to go ahead and cut one of these out as well. All right, let's close that ink up. we have this part here. I'm going to flip this over and put foam tape on the back. You don't need a whole lot. Okay, I'm going to grab my big bite here and just punch a hole in it. I'm going to use a smaller hole and punch a hole in that. Alright, and now I'm going to use this hemp cording for the tag. Just going to bring it through the back. I fold it in half, I'm bringing it through the back, making the loop, and then bringing the outside of it, the back ends of it rather, up. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to take this one. This one's just going to get regular glue on it. That's going to go on the front, like that. This one's going to peel the backing off of these. And plop that on. So you kind of see the blue going through it. And now we're going to cross our fingers so we can tie a bow. And the hemp cord is a little bit thicker to work with versus twine. I don't really have any luck with twine as far as tying bows, because I think the twine is just too flimsy. And this might be too thick, but we're going to go with it. Alright, so you can make that be as big as you want. Get and cut the ends off of it. Okay, that's kind of what the bow looks like. I'll fiddle with it. Alright, now we have our candles. I'm going to go ahead and take this one. You can see here I used regular white twine. You can see my bow is looking pretty sad. Alright, take these candles out. And these are used candles. Of course, you know, I wouldn't put used candles in here, but... Alright, so I have 2 green and 1 yellow. So I'm going to put the green in first. See, they fit in there a lot nicer when you're making it using the scoring board. Because I did make the file for you guys as well. Alright, I like that. So you can, you know, just faintly see that. And we're going to go back with that same hemp cording to kind of hold that in there. And at this point, if you want to use a ribbon, you could. A ribbon would probably be better because it's thicker. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of bring some up here and then just wrap. I'm going to kind of go on that side of it, like that. And then bring this one around, like that. So both parts of my rope are on the tea light candle. Okay, and then just take this and again, cross our fingers that we can tie a bow or something close to it. I mean, at this point you can also tie it into a knot. I think a knot would look cute too, just a knot. But we're going to go for a bow and see how we do. If we don't do good on the bow, we'll make it be a knot. Okay. So flip it around and go in there. Alright, one more go. Oh, look at that. We did a bow. Alright, now let's go ahead and fix our little loops. Fix that loop a little bit. Make them be a little bit bigger. Alright, look at that. Not a bad bow. I'm going to be now using scissors to trim my tails, and my scissors are not terribly sharp. Alright, so what do you all think? Super cute, right? I'm going to fix this bow. It's kind of bothering me. I think it's really cute. I mean, I think it makes a really cute gift for a coworker. And it doesn't require a lot of materials. Like I said, I do recommend trying it the first time using the scoring board. But like I said, if you don't have a scoring board, you can just simply take a, let me grab my Cricut spatula that I can share with you guys. Alright, so I got this piece of cardstock. So you can use your ruler and, you know, use that on a piece of cardboard. You can see you get a nice score mark there as well. So you don't have to have a scoring board to score it. The same thing here if you have a trimmer and you want to just score it. I'm going to grab my stylus, and you can just, you know, use this as a guide and go in there and score it. And you have your scoring mark there as well. So lots of ways you can score it without having a scoring board. But anyway, guys, there you have it. Today's Whatever Wednesday video. I absolutely think it's the cutest thing ever. I love it. I need to change this one out. I'll be changing this one out to use the same cording, but there you have it. Any questions, guys, please let me know. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.